the utility pole suddenly collapsed, causing high-voltage power lines to fall into the water. The small fish in the water instantly floated to the surface, while the man in the kayak was terrified. He didn't dare move at all. He could only stand in place and call for emergency help. However, when rescue personnel arrived at the scene, they found the situation far more dangerous than imagined, because the high voltage had already connected to the ground. Even a passing truck driver was immediately electrocuted, so the rescuers had to put on insulated boots, moving forward inch by inch without lifting their feet. The rescuer reached the shore and told the man not to panic, then reported the utility pole identification number to his team leader, so they could contact the power supply station to cut the electricity. Next, he instructed the man to cast his fishing line to shore, then grabbed the fishing line, trying to pull the kayak toward the bank. But just then, another accident occurred. The power supply station, due to equipment failure, was temporarily unable to cut the power. Hearing this news, the fisherman instantly panicked, without common sense, in his panic. As soon as he reached shore, he began running with large strides. This terrified the rescue personnel, who urgently shouted for him not to run, telling him to evacuate using small shuffling steps. Fortunately, the man was obedient, stopping in time, which saved his life. However, the rescue was not over. The truck driver was still trapped in his vehicle. The rescue team moved the kayak to the top of their vehicle, then drove toward the truck's position. They threw the kayak onto the ground, planning to use it as an insulator, then moved the driver onto the kayak and pulled the kayak while backing the vehicle out of the danger zone. Soon after, an ambulance arrived, but due to electricity in the ground, no one dared to step down from their vehicles, so they had to pull the kayak up onto the ambulance. Finally, the driver was successfully rescued. Do you know why people can't just run when there's electricity on the ground?